Come a bit closer.
They can hear you, Master.
All right, so the reason why in such a situation, I can be very patient because I don't know what I'm going to talk. So it's more like dying, you know. So the longer is better because you don't know where you're going to go. So the longer it takes to die is better. Similarly, the longer it takes together is better because I really don't know what I'm supposed to talk. Basically, what the topic that Phu Tho has been recommended was harmony in a family or in society or in environment. Yes, I would like to touch that in general, but then I would like to talk something in general. I won't. It's not like I'm gonna give a Buddhist talk. It's not gonna be like a Buddhist talk, I guess. But I would like to talk something that is. It's not like that is not in Buddhism, but it is more like in a very secular way. And then followed by that, we will have a quick practice or a meditation, you would say, however you feel comfortable. I'm very flexible in that sense. And then, of course, I would like to hear some questions if you have. I'm expecting to receive more, in a sense that I like questions, any sort of question. Even if the other person may like as if somebody is challenging me or something, I would really appreciate that part because that's how I grow up and that's how my mind works as well in that sense. So any question, please feel free, feel very comfortable from any perspective, any direction. I would be much more than happy to say I don't know. Okay? All right. We are living a life and we don't have a choice. How we live, we little bit have a choice. But it's more like a stone thrown from aeroplane, let's say. Stone is falling down, right? That is more of lava, that is more like our life. We don't have much choice. It's like a stone that is falling from the sky. Yeah. We are on the way. The kids can understand more. The gravity is pulling us. You know, they're pulling the stone, so the stone don't have any option. and just going there. So similarly, we are in similar journey, right? So that life of stone, it may take like 2 minutes, or maybe less than a 2 minute. Yeah, the aeroplane fly what? It may take less than a minute to literally get to the ground, isn't it? So we are exactly like that stone. It may take around 100 years. If you are lucky, 110 years. If you're really, really lucky, 120 years. If you really want to be in some books, by setting some records, you're going to be like 130 or 40, I don't know. So that's our life. Yeah? Now, that journey of stone that takes around less than a minute, or our journey, it takes 100 if you're lucky, or 90 if you're much luckier. So that journey we have to spend. Now the question is how to spend, how we should spend. The reality is that that journey is not the road that we have to go through, or the journey that we have to pass through is not really always comfortable. Sometimes nice time, sometimes so time, sometimes not really nice time. But anyway, we have to take the journey. We don't have the choice. Now there are some methods, there are some ways. A lot of Indian philosophy, lot and lot of Indian philosophy, some ancient philosophies. They tried their best, really. And then some found different, some found this method, some found that method to live that life happily. Now, we all have a choice. Whether we live that life with happiness, with peace, and with harmony, or with this, we just live that life as some non-living beings, like trees out there, and we are human, much more intellectually smart, wisdom, compassion, the smartest species perhaps. Unlike those trees, where there is a hot weather or literally freezing cold, put up there. I've heard of some trees walking, or I don't know, maybe stretching, or changing a direction, in some forest. But most of the trees, they just stay by themselves. They're outside, isn't it? Yeah. We humans are very fortunate. We are smart enough to create a certain place to live in. We make every possible ways to make that journey of life a happy one. We do everything, every possible thing. Literally for every possible thing. And then, we can pretty much, like birds fly, human people now flying in airplane. We literally travel from this place to that place like a magic, in a car. Maybe 300 years back, no one has even dreamed of something like that. The great kings lived 500 years or before that, they didn't dream of the cars. They're living in an impossible, unbelievable time. Yeah? Now the problem is still there. The problem is still there. Are people happier than before? Are people happier than 100 years before? Trust me, 100 years before, I have visited some palace. You all can see a lot of palaces around, and then the queens use the clothes and the beauty style, the tools, the soaps that they use, and then the place that they sit, and then the clothes, wonderful clothes. What you are living right now is something that they haven't even dreamed of. They thought that maybe even the God, if you ask, 500 years back, even the gods in the God's realm didn't live luxury life as you are living right now. Really. Really. Outside it was really cold, warm. The seats that you are sitting, even nowadays, most of the part of the world, the way they are living, the condition in which they are living, many people in this world right now, today, now, compared to many others, you are living much more comfortable, much more comfortable, really. Now, the bigger question here is, are you happier than any other? Are we happier than any other? Are we happier than everyone who has passed in last 100, 200, 300, 400 years? Now, we try to solve many of the problems in our life. Try to make happier and happier and happier. If you watch closely to our mind, sometimes happy, sometimes a little uneasy, sometimes even when the weather changes, some people worry. Little things make us happy or unhappy. General people, happy 100 times, unhappy 100 times every day. They pass through. Even if you are very happy right now, the life goes up and down. It's like a waves, and day and night. Sometimes light, sometimes dark. Sometimes light and then after the dark. Now, if I go a little bit deeper, we can classify into two categories. For physical comfort, maybe we are having much more comfortable life in terms of physical compared to any other in the past or many people even presently right now in this world. In terms of physical pleasure, let's say, physical comfort, I would say, you have more nice things that you can see with your eyes. Yes, I definitely agree. You have all the fancy stuff these days. You have much wonderful musics. Wonderful and varieties of perfumes are available for our nose. Varieties of food available right now. Much more than any king had ever in their lifetime. Much more comfortable seat, clothes. The silk that queens used to have a few hundred years or a couple of 100 years back. We have much more comfortable clothes. So, in terms of physical comfort, we are having a great time. Now the question is, are our mind happy? Are our mind much more comfortable than ever before? I think some people can be, it depends on different people, but generally, the poor mind has a lot of work right now than ever before. I usually say this. Our great grandparents' time, if they have one pair of shoes or two pair of shoes, then it's luxury. They're very much satisfied. One jacket, one warm jacket, then wow, it's luxury. They didn't even dream of many. Because nobody has it. Even the king might not have much more than 10, 15 pair shoes or clothes. Now, general kids, nowadays, even an average family, middle class family, the kid might have much more pair than even kings and queens of times. What I'm trying to say here is much more load for the mind. So much to think about. You are thinking of going to the walk, you're thinking to go to the school or maybe some outside or to meet a friend. You open your closet and you're literally having headaches and thinking, what am I supposed to wear? Come on, a lot of colors. Yeah, I want to wear something black, but what black? Which black? You know, a lot of work. Before, they have only one pair or two pair. Nothing much to worry about. It's more like they have only two fields, two farms. They have to take care of two farms. It's much easier. Now the kids have like 50 farms. They have to take care of 50 farms, and it's such a load, such a work. Now, similarly, the kid has to go through decision making. So much load to the mind. In ancient time, you go to the market, you know that your shoes is like 7, 6, 8, 9, whatever size. You just grab one pair of shoes and that's it. You know, this is okay, it looks okay. You don't even try. There might not be even a number of the shoes. Oh, it looks okay, maybe I'll try and then, try and then get a shoes. That's it. Nowadays you go to a shop. Oh gosh, there are like thousands of shops for shoes. You go to this shop and then, thousands of pairs. Oh, different numbers. Okay, then you got your number. Now you don't know which one is better. Such a load for the brain, such a load for the mind. I won't talk much about the workload that the mind has to go through. Everybody is wonderful nowadays. So very much likely that you can get jealous anytime. Because everybody is better. In something, everybody is better in something. You might easily get low self-confidence. Because everybody is better, good in something. And if you just concentrate on your weaker part, you can get low self-esteem anytime. So now, in materialistic facilities, from that perspective, we are having a wonderful time. The physical comfort, we are having a wonderful time. Really wonderful time. You guys, everybody is living like a king and a queen. You yourself are living like much better than living 100 kings and queens that you admire in a history. You read a history book, trust me, you are living much better life than any of the kings over there. To travel to one city to another city, that king, in ancient times, the king has to spend like days and days on a horse or whatever they have. They have to spend a lot of effort to get there. It's a lot of hard work. You buy a ticket and you go in 2-3 hours, you can literally go around. So what I'm trying to say here is that little heart of yours, that little mind of yours, is something that needed to be taken care of. If you take care of that one, then trust me, you're living like a God. If you believe in God, you're literally living a heavenly life. If you believe in heaven. Now the bigger question is how to take care of that mind. We get angry, doesn't matter. You are rich, doesn't matter you get angry. You are very famous, doesn't matter you get angry. You are a celebrity, you get angry. You're very famous, whatever you have, you get angry. Whatever you drink, whatever you eat, whatever you wear, wherever you stay, you get angry. That's it. And then whenever you are angry, you are not happy. There is also the fact, experience. I'm sure all of you have experienced that. And there is nobody in the world who say that I'm so angry right now and I'm so so happy right now. I enjoy this so much. I'm literally so angry that I'm literally bursting right now, and I'm so happy. You won't find a person to say that or feel that. You get jealous, you are not happy. Trust me. You get greedy, you are not happy. I can assure that. You have an ego, pride, and of course stress, anxiety, depression, and so forth. These are side effects of having a luxury life, at the same time untamed mind. Now, what I will be talking in some minutes is how to take care of that mind. The only reason you might be unhappy sometimes is because of those emotions that make you unhappy. Whether it's the greed, pride, ego, selfishness, lack of self-discipline, and so forth. Now, let's know our mind and then try to take a few steps towards happiness. Yeah? Yeah. And you can believe any religion, you can believe whatever you want to believe, you can believe a stone, you can believe a light, you can believe a tree, you can believe a sky, whatever you believe doesn't make a big difference. If you take care of your mind, you are happy. And the happiness is the final destination of all the religion. Feel it. They might name differently, but at the end of the day, happiness. The word happiness is what it means. In Christianity, they might use salvation. In Sikhism, Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, they use nirvana, moksha, liberation. Basically, it means the same thing, freedom from suffering. That's what it means. Wherever you are, doesn't make a big difference. And all the religion is trying to promise that happiness. Now, to achieve happiness, you need to take care of that heart, or a mind, let's say, or consciousness, whatever you want to think. Our mind is like, I usually describe 5 years old child. If you have a 5 years old child at your home, watch them, learn from them, watch closely, learn from them. They don't want to eat what is good for them. They want to eat all the things that is not good for them. You do them to do something, they will do the opposite. Absolute the opposite one. You tell them to drink something, they will give handed excuse to not to drink. You let them eat something, they will give handed excuse not to eat. And trust me, even if they are sick, you give them medicine. Come on, this is good for you. You don't want to be sick. You are having a pain and problem in this thing. And they're going to say, no, I don't want to eat. That's exactly how our mind behaves. Physically, you might be whatever years old, but your mind is always that 5 years old. You know that angry is not happy. Being angry is not good. It makes you suffer. It literally creates a clash. How to say? It literally creates disturbance in your family. But still, 5 years old doesn't listen. When you want to get angry, get angry. It doesn't care about tomorrow. You literally, even if you're losing a huge thing, you don't care. Even among the friends, or maybe a couples, friends, or colleagues, you know that if I get angry, I will lose my own reputation. People will think very negatively about me, and blah, 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 and blah, and blah. But when the condition arises, you get angry. Even a 5 years old child, they will listen, they do just the opposite thing. Even if you have a diabetic, well, the only thing that you dream is having candy, something sweet. There's our mind. There's a mind. There's a heart. So although this small kid, all it wishes candy, it may not be good, but all it wish that. Now the good point, positive point is that this mind can be slowly tamed. This mind, 5 years old, can be disciplined. This 5 years old can be habituated into a positive, isn't it? Like any other 5 years old child, your mind can also be tamed. If you get angry, you can slowly tame towards love and compassion and reduce that anger. This 5 years old child can be absolutely trained, absolutely like the 5 years old child that you might have in your house or in a neighbor. Now, how to train? Now, first, that training, that habituation, you use, first you take 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. It's like a small baby walking, First, they might not be able to stand up on their feet. Slowly, they slowly stand on their feet. Then they may take 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, and now, after a while they run. Exactly the same way, our mind also need to be trained, habituated, get familiarized with the positive side. That's what meditation means. To get familiarized, to get habituated. Yeah, this is the meaning of meditation. Many people think when they talk about meditation, they just sit like this and then, yeah, it is just a part of meditation. This you concentrate on breathing. This is just one tiny part of our meditation. If meditation is USA, this is just a village or countryside, a small countryside. That is called breathing meditation. That goes into the category of concentration meditation. Just concentrate on one thing, because 5 years old child again, they don't stick on one thing. You tell them to sit somewhere, they're going to jump here, they're going to act exactly like a small monkey. This is the reason why in the books they say that, to tame your monkey mind, basically 5 years old child, to sit somewhere stable so that you can train something. To give in India nowadays you don't get to see much, but in earlier times you have some people who bring some monkeys, they train the monkey and then they come to some melas, so sort of a festival or gathering, to show the monkey performance. So to train something to monkey, first they let the monkey sit somewhere still. If you don't have a stable place